Yesterday we had a protest in Baltimore. It was led by the youth. All right, it was led by the youth. It was a protest in Baltimore led by the youth, and they was talking about mass incarceration in the prison industry. It was youth because they got fatherless families. It was youth because they got gun violence. It was youth, and we talking about the war on drugs. This ain't my fight. This is our struggle, and this is in every black community. If you look in the gutters and if you look in the alleys, it determines the community in which you live. If you got cluster and garbage in the alleys and they all messed up, you know what neighborhood you in. It's just my scenario and how I pick a place to live. Now, personally, I'm homeless right now. I don't have a place. I'm living on people's couches. I'm homeless because of my activism. All right. Right now, I'm out Cherry Hill. Now, Army is only as strong as their stomachs. You know what I'm saying? They fight better on full stomachs. Sometimes they fight harder when they're hungry. So we got an army called the Underground, and it's fed off of this grill. It's Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matters. I'm a member of Out for Justice. Also, I'm an activist, and my activism has created a Department of Justice file, a FBI file. It's making a movie and a documentary about the Democratic Party and the money you make off of black bodies, the money you generate off of riots. I'm a member of Keith Davis, Tyrone West. Yeah, I'm an activist in Baltimore. An activist is activist. And everybody know this grill. Everybody eat off this grill. And yesterday, if you seen how you doing? Yesterday, if you seen the marches and the demonstrations for George Floyd, you seen this truck leading the march. All right, you seen this truck leading the march. We shut down 83. We set up a tent so we could feed everybody, and this truck was the food truck. It's the narrative life of Frederick Douglass. We got modern day abolitionists because it's the criminalization of poverty. We talking about Governor Hogan, the new face of old Jim Crow. We talking about militarization of our police department. Want to stop the violence in Baltimore? Let's address the war on drugs. Let's have a federal and a state audit on Baltimore City's investment portfolio. Let's talk about Governor O'Malley, Chief Johnson, in a relationship with the prison industry. Let's talk about Brian Frost and his refusal, because right there is Special Agent Richard McFeely. It's making a movie about y'all, and I was making it about Schellenberger. You want to know why we have an uprising? You want to know why we riot? It's because of how you treat black people. Oppressed people no longer want to be oppressed. And I use a toilet to do it. Like I said, this was at the uprising yesterday, or the march. And it shows very clearly that that's my movie. All right. Ferguson. The Baltimore Sun. Our elected officials. Now you come to Baltimore and you ask anybody who Shorty is. Just Google me. I ain't hard to find. We're going to address race and racism in 2020. I'm going to feed your mind and I'm going to feed your body. And I'm going to use the Constitution for us. We the people. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? I'm going to use a toilet to do it. Art and activism. And we're going to take it straight to your front door. We're going to start taking protests to your house. Now you ask Greg Bernstein, I came to his house. You ask Jason Rodriguez. I did that in 2012 when I got out of jail. I'm going to do it again. Judges, lawyers, and politicians. I'm going to be knocking on your door. And I'm going to bring this toilet with me. And you can sign the movie release.